In today's video, I want to share with you 3 terrifying realities of the cryptocurrency market. 3 things that a lot of people are just getting completely freaking wrong, and it freaks me out, man. So I want to talk about those with you in today's video. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If you like that topic, you'd like to stay up to date with what's happening in the cryptocurrency market, then a quick tap on the thumbs up button just to let me and YouTube know you do like this kind of content. It'll be super freaking awesome. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. It's a cryptocurrency investor report. We talk about altcoins, DeFi, technical analysis, token sales, airdrops, and much, much more. You can sign up for free using the link down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and get straight into the first topic here, and the terrifying thing that not a lot of investors are fully realizing the impact of: inflation. New inflation numbers are out. We have inflation reaching 5% in the Eurozone, 4.9% in the UK. We also have inflation hitting 7.9% in the USA. It's a pretty big, scary number. You can see that 7.9% right here is a big, big number. We have not seen inflation this high in the USA for a very long time. Last time was in the 80s. So pretty scary stuff that we see happening in terms of inflation, because that inflation is out of control. And all of the monetary policies that we've seen over the last couple of years, the response to COVID, and now everything that's happening with the geopolitical situation globally, it's not solving this. Inflation is getting worse. And that 7.9% number is a crushing level of inflation. You might think, well, 7.9%, oh, it's not that bad. That's just an average. That's just an average. Fuel prices are up like 30, 40%. A lot of food prices are up double digits, 12, 13, 14, 15%. A lot of other things up pretty dramatically. The price of used cars is up like 30% or something like that. We are seeing inflation hit a lot of different areas in a very impactful way. Inflation is just here to stay. It's a feature, not a bug, of fiat currencies. And I think that is something to understand. And look, they're going to try to tell you, look, the inflation, it's the fault of corporate greed. It's something with, let's blame Russia for it. But the reality of inflation is that the blame for why is inflation happening, why is all this craziness happening, lay it straight at the feet of the central banks and their fiscal insanity, printing trillions upon trillions of dollars, euros, all the rest of the currencies. It's been a pretty insane process. And yes, we see, corporations making still record profits. It's not like they're going to lower their prices, right? Their profit margins approximately remain the same. So the price of their products goes up, they raise the price of their products. And, the regular person keeps getting hit by this. And at a 7.9% inflation rate, it means that you lose half of your money, in terms of purchasing power, every 9 years. It's a crushing level of inflation. You think about that. You have $1,000 in the bank. In 9 years, it's only going to buy, $500 worth of goods. Think about that. Think about that. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And this is the terrifying reality of fiat currencies. They're all destined for the dustbin of history. They're all trending to zero. We see some fiat currencies, like the Russian ruble, for example, dropping by 50% in a couple of weeks due to the geopolitical situation. But the reality with fiat currencies is they're all heading down the toilet drain. Every single one, whether it be the US dollar, which is the strongest currency in the world, the British pound, the euro, all the basket case currencies, the Argentine peso, the Lebanese pound, the Turkish lira, they're all screwed, man. Bitcoin is a shining currency on a hill, if you will, compared to all this other stuff. Which brings me to the second terrifying thing that I think a lot of crypto investors are kind of not getting. I know we all want the number to go up. Number go up is very exciting. Yes, the number's going up. I love it. Well, the number's not going up right now, obviously, but Crypto has a bigger purpose, a bigger mission. Just look at what has happened in Russia in the last 2 weeks, because it's a scary omen for what can happen elsewhere. And we've seen massive currency controls and all this stuff happen in a lot of other countries. Russia is not a unique situation. Perhaps it's unique in how fast all this stuff has happened. But all these international payment rail bans, capital controls, fiat currency collapse, all this stuff, not unique, has happened in a lot of countries before. But in the last 2 weeks, Russians have seen the ruble drop by 50%. So if you had all your wealth stored in rubles, you now have half of your wealth, approximately. Russians have been banned from sending foreign currency abroad. So you can't send your dollars or your euros out of the country. Russians have also now been banned from exchanging rubles into foreign currencies. So if you have a big pile of rubles and think, wow, okay, I can't send it abroad, but I can just buy a bunch of dollars or euros and stuff them under my bed. You're not allowed to do that anymore. You're stuck in the ruble. You're stuck. You can't escape the ruble. I'm sure there's going to be backstreet dealers and stuff like this who will do it, but you'll get super screwed on the rates because the demand will be really high, and it's illegal, of course, to be doing these exchanges right now. Russians have also found themselves banned from Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal, SWIFT. Quite a few of the remittance services as well have stopped payments in and out of Russia. So while some of these services may still work internally, for the most part, Russians have been largely cut out of the international financial system. It's pretty scary how fast it happened. And look, there's a case to be made without a doubt for, dropping all this stuff on the oligarchs, because those people are just the dirtiest thieves, and they've stolen so much from the average Russian people. Probably trillions of dollars at this point in wealth have been extracted by the thievery class at the top of the Russian society. But the regular people of Russia, your regular middle class people, they're getting super screwed by what is happening over here. So it's a very bad situation. Obviously, it's a worse situation right now in Ukraine, because they're actually, getting bombed, getting killed. It's terrible overall, this whole Russia-Ukraine war that we see going on. But you have to think about the financial impacts of what has happened to the regular person. And I know it's almost become a bit of a meme. Bitcoin fixes this. Well, Bitcoin does kind of fix this. Because if you have Bitcoin, if you're a regular Russian person and you have bought Bitcoin beforehand, guess what? That 50% ruble drop probably didn't affect you that much. If you want to send money abroad to friends or family, you can still do that. I mean, think about how many people's kids are studying overseas, and now it's really hard for them to send money to those kids to help support them, to pay rent and all that stuff. And it's a very complicated situation. But there in the background is crypto. Crypto's still functioning. Bitcoin's still acting as censorship-resistant money. And it's not just Russia again. We've seen, whether it be political stuff like what happened in Canada, whether it be capital controls we've seen happen in so many countries, fiat currency is not free money. It's not freedom money. Fiat currency is nation-state money, and your access to it is at the grace of the nation-state. Bitcoin doesn't care who you are, what you do, where you live, who you screw, any of that kind of stuff. It's just mathematical, decentralized, censorship-resistant money, and it is incredibly powerful and increasingly relevant in the modern world. So this is a terrifying reality for average people the world over, whether they be in China or Russia or Nigeria or Turkey or Canada or anywhere else. Bitcoin is freedom money. Third point, the terrifying reality of crypto investing is that so many people do the exact opposite of what needs to be done to be successful as an investor in this market. So we've talked about the big macro stuff. We've talked about, why Bitcoin and crypto are so damn important. Now let's talk about the simple, terrifying reality of how wrong most people get it in terms of investing in the market. Just take a quick look at Google Trends. This is showing us back near the lows, as you can see here, of 2021, where we saw the lows getting down very, very low. So this is 2021 back here. This is our current lows, just a few points off from there. You will see a similar thing if we look at the word Bitcoin, a similar thing here if we look at the word NFT. So basically, the hype has died away, right? People aren't looking for crypto. People aren't looking up Bitcoin. People aren't looking up NFTs, at least not in massive volumes. Obviously, people still are seeing, Bitcoin at 31 versus 29 or whatever it was back in July 2021. Still a lot of people interested in Bitcoin, but the crowd is not here. The herd is not here right now. And that's a very, very interesting thing for me. We can have a quick look here at the charts as well. We can see, all the rallies have just been short-lived. So this was the Russia rally. This was the Biden rally. I mean, Biden only got us up to $42,500. Biden rally smashed back down. Bitcoin has been having a hard time trying to get back above these key levels. It's having a very difficult time staying above the relevant moving averages. These are the short-term moving averages here, the 21-day exponential moving average, 50-day simple moving averages have been really struggling to stay above these. Anytime we get up to these key resistance areas, 42,500, 45,000, anywhere in this purple box, and of course the 200-day simple moving average, we've just been smashed back down every time we've even got close to these levels. That is the current market. And yet, a lot of people are afraid to buy right now. And I know, again, there's that person waiting, well, I'm going to buy when it gets down to $10,000, right? Well, when it gets down to 10 or 20 or whatever your low ball number is, a lot of people will be so afraid to buy that they're not going to buy, which is why now is a great time to dollar cost average into the market. Literally, when we see the price trading below the 200-day simple moving average, when we see it trading below these short-term moving averages, it tends to be a good time to add to your stack. Can the prices go lower than they are right at this very second? Of course they can. That doesn't mean that it's a bad time to be adding a little bit to your stack. That's what I've been doing. I have been dollar cost averaging throughout this whole time. Ever since we've come down here under the 200-day moving average and we got back down to 42,500, I have been adding to my stack since then. So I've just been consistently buying really all year. My Bitcoin, right? So I've been adding to my Bitcoin stack there. And this is the crazy thing. This is the terrifying reality, is that when we see the fear, the despair, people selling, quitting, leaving, throwing up their hands, I'm over this, we see a low interest overall in crypto. The reality is it's a time to buy. It's a time to buy. And I know a lot of you may not want to hear that. Lark, my portfolio's down so much, I'm struggling. And I get it. Crypto's a crazy market, man, and it will shake you hard. But the reality is, it's time to be accumulating. At least that's what I'm doing. Not financial advice, obviously, but that is what I am doing personally. Everybody always wants to rush in and buy the tops. When the market's red hot, people just want to buy. And when the market is crashing and the fear reigns and we're down big time in price, nobody wants to buy. But here's the reality of that. The big money is made in market crashes. The big money is not usually made buying massive pumps and the tops. Simple but true. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for today. You'll let me know what you think about any of this stuff down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.